This is Encouragement, bite-sized stories to refresh your soul. Here's Jason Frentsos with a little encouragement.
Well, for Martin Walter's 40th birthday, his daughter had given him an empty glass jar on which she had written the word happiness. She said, "Dad, when you find what makes you happy, you can put it in here so that you don't lose it." Well, that gift summed up the vast majority of Martin's life, a search for happiness. Martin had been happy once. He often would relive boyhood games in his mind and long for the days when he worked at the grocery store, setting up the produce stand and helping customers choose that perfect level of ripeness. But when he became an adult, it seemed that everyone around him had found their way in life, but he was always still searching. He took a job in banking to support his family, but pushing papers felt pointless. Worse yet, he'd come home and his girls would be at practice or rehearsal, and he was never there to see it. Well, one day his wife nudged him, "Come home. Find something that makes you happy. As long as you're working, you're never going to be happy." Well, for the first few months, Martin loved being jobless. It was everything he ever wanted. But once the adrenaline from the home improvement projects wore off, that tiny seed of worry sprouted in his soul. He was beginning to feel useless and old. He wanted to work again. He just wanted to be happy. Well, at breakfast, his wife said to him, "You know, when you were younger, you would always tell me that your favorite job was working at the grocery store. You remember that?" Well, just then, Martin could see those lettuce heads and glistening apples on the produce stand. Back then, he was helping people instead of pushing paper. Well, 3 weeks later, Martin had a new position as the produce department manager. Happily in his new position, he glanced over at the happiness jar on the dresser. It was now filled with all his favorite snapshots from life, from the birth of their daughters to their graduations and weddings. "This is what my happiness has always been," he said to his wife, "the love of family."
Thank you for listening to Encouragement. If you've been refreshed, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share a little encouragement with someone you love. Encouragement is a podcast from Family Radio. These stories are just a taste of the stories you can hear every day. Listen at familyradio.org or find more encouragement on the Family Radio app.